And welcome back into this most recent caution. Most of the field came onto pit road for work on their race cars. The exception, Teddy Christopher in that 36. He stayed out. Green flag back in the air.
Boy, Woody Pitcat gets a great jump from the outside.
Smoke out of the 36 of Teddy Christopher could be a problem with Teddy.
Yeah, there's a lot of smoke coming out of Teddy's car right now. You see it going down the backstretch all the way around the racetrack. Definitely not a tire rub, I don't think.
79 of James Savali running in the third spot, chasing after the 28 of Woody Pitcat.
Doesn't look like he slowed his car down, and he was a little bit slow on the restart, but he's able to keep up with Woody Pitcat now.
Oh, and behind him, the caution has come out once again. This is the 7th caution. This time, it's the 97 of Brian Dozo that gets turned around.
Maybe a big break for Teddy Christopher. He may need to come to pit road to check on that oil leak.
Looks as though the NASCAR officials are going to show the black flag to Teddy Christopher in the 36. So out front, Woody Pitcat. Christopher will fall out of his second spot. Getting ready for the restart, Woody Pitcat and James Savali will make up the front row. And we got Teddy Christopher behind the wall now with that oil leak.
Tough break for Teddy C.
Green flag back in the air. James Savali with a great restart on the outside.
Third row back. They were all over the racetrack. Was that Ronnie Silk in the 6th? He gets hit by Burt Myers in the 7.
Burt Myers still sliding around, and around
Stefanik.
goes the 16 of Mike Stefanik.
Okay, that started all the way back at the start-finish line, and it finished over here in the middle of 1 and 2.
Stefanik around, more damage for that 97 of Brian Dozo.
There's Stefanik's car right there.
Stefanik trying to catch up to the back of the field. Brian Dozo looks like his day is done.
That all happened right at the initial restart here. Let's see if we can take a look back at what caused this. Here we go. Look at Ronnie Silk back in row number 3. That's the 52 of Chris Pastriak. He doesn't get going. Ronnie Silk runs in the back of him and then tries to find his way by him. You see Bobby Santos moves to the inside. Burt Myers makes some contact. Then Mike Stefanik makes some contact with somebody.
And Stefanik then around he goes in turn number 2.
Right in front of the 40 of Frank Fleming.
While all that was happening, you see the left front damage to that 97 of Brian Dozo. So Brian Dozo's day is done. Woody Pitcat, James Savali, they'll try it again when we restart here from Martinsville. And welcome back with just 86 laps of racing to go. Woody Pitcat and James Savali out in front of the field as the green flag flies. During our most recent caution, we had Ryan Preece make his way onto pit road. He had problems with his race car. He's still on pit road.
Woody Pitcat, nice move to get the lead from James Savali.
Pitcat out in front. James Savali running in the 2nd spot. A battle for 3rd continuing.
That's Kevin Goodale in the 50 car.
And 52 on the outside of Chris Pastriak. Pastriak still on the outside trying to take that position way up the racetrack.
Ronnie Silk went way up the racetrack. Fortunately had a little enough room to get up there.
Goodale on the inside still trying to hold off that 52 on the outside.
There's Bobby Santos, the 4 car, the yellow car on the inside of Ronnie Silk.
Pastriak has a good run as they go through 1 and 2. Still not able to get by that 50 of Goodale. And now here comes Bobby Santos to the inside. So he will try to close the door on that 52.
Pastriak drives it in the corner hard. Not able. Ooh, Ronnie Silk gets sideways again. Burt Myers gets to the inside.
A lot of things taking place on the racetrack and a lot of stories on pit road. For that, we go back down to Derek Perniciglio.
Well, guys, just a quick report from down here in the pits. Problems with the number 3 of Ryan Preece. They have a bad ignition box, so they're going to have to change that. But talk to David Hill, who is the car owner and crew chief for James Savali in the number 79. They don't plan to take tires. That's it. They put fuel in it in the beginning of the race. They did that for the track position. He's running up at the front right now, so they're going to gamble and try to go all the way to the end.
And Savali able to make the pass on Pitcat. He takes over the lead as he slides out of turn 4.
A little bit loose out of 4. Now he's going to pull over to block. A lot of blocking going on right now.
Bobby Santos trying to work the outside as our 10th caution comes out. Problems in turn 4. That's Kevin Goodale.
Kevin had a great run going, racing up in the top 5. Is that Savali in the 79?
Also turned coming off of turn 2 just after he took the lead.
You wonder if maybe Savali slowed for the caution flag to come out, then maybe he had some contact and got turned around. He's going to try to drive back up to the lead in his rightful position.
He wants to see if NASCAR will say, okay, yep, that's where you're supposed to be.
I think he was definitely under caution when he got turned around. He's going to make his way right back to the front. There's the 28 of Pit Cat right there. He runs right beside him.
Yeah, he runs side by side with Pit Cat, probably letting him know, I don't appreciate you getting into the back of me. Let's take another look at how this caution came out.
We're over in turns 3 and 4. Look right side of your screen. You see the 50 of Kevin Goodale. He gets a little bit of a nudge on the inside by Andy Seiss in the 70 car. Turns him around. He does a nice job keeping that car from backing out into traffic. Meanwhile, the caution flag comes out for him. And the leaders are over in the other end of the racetrack. Here they are as they go in down in turn number 1. James Savali up front. He sees the caution flag, doesn't go. And the 28 of Woody Pitcat runs in the back of him as James Savali is slowing to try to allow the pace car to get in front.
And so NASCAR goes to the last completed lap here in the modifieds. That means Woody Pitcat will be just in front of James Savali when the green flag comes back out at Martinsville. All in line, Woody Pitcat on the inside, James Savali on the outside, Santos on the inside of row number 2, and on his outside, the 52 of Chris Pastriak. Green flag back in the air.
Pastriak again slow on the restart, seizes up the rest of the field, allows the first 3 to get away.
Bobby Santos strong into turns 1 and 2, trying to take second away from Savali.
Woody Pitcat in the 28 car holds the lead. Great side-by-side battle for second. Bobby Santos.
With a great turn out of 4 and a little sideways was Savali, so they stay side by side. Now into turn number 1, and here comes Pastriak again.
Ronnie Silk, the 6 car, right behind Pastriak. There's Burt Myers in the 7.
Savali hung out on the outside. Now he loses second and third.
Little bumping going on here, nose to tail.
To the inside goes Ron Silk, and that's 6. Trying to hold off the 79 of Savali. He continues to drop back positions, trying to find a way to get back in.
There's Pastriak comfortably now up in the 3rd spot. Ronnie Silk now takes 4th. Looks like he bumps into the 52 of Pastriak for a moment. How about a battle for the lead?
Bobby Santos looks to the inside. Can he get by Pitcat on turns 1 and 2? We're about to find out. Down the back stretch they go.
Good run off the corner for the 4 of Bobby Santos. The 28's going to let him in.
Powers back by, and Pitcat gets into the curb, but able to keep it straight. Ronnie Silk running in the 3rd spot now. Battle for 4th behind them.
Side-by-side battle. There's Burt Myers now. He got by Savali.
Savali behind Burt Myers, and Pastriak stuck on the outside now as we see Ron Silk make the power move by that 28 of Pitcat.
Ronnie Silk moves back up into the 2nd spot, and now will chase after the 4 of Bobby Santos.
Bobby Santos, Ron Silk, 1 and 2. Pitcat is 3rd. Burt Myers has moved up to the 4th spot. Savali is 5th.
There's
battle for 6th.
L.W. Miller getting by Chris Pastriak.
L.W. Miller making the pass, as is the 70 of Andy Seiss.
Here comes Stefanik back in contention.
And Stefanik had been spun coming off of 1 and 2. Now he's working his way back up toward the front.
Ronnie Silk all over the back of Santos, who's going to try the outside.
Ronnie Silk charges into 3 and 4. Can't get by that 4 of Bobby Santos. Santos holds him off for another lap. And the caution comes out once again. This is our 12th caution of the race. This one happening in turns 3 and 4.
Kevin Goodale again.
Once again, coming out of turn 4, has problems.
Doesn't appear to be a lot of damage to that 50 car.
So just 60 laps remain from here in Martinsville. Bobby Santos out front.